Viewers, in a little over 1 month, 15 years would have passed since the 26/11 attacks. In that, the Kabad house in Mumbai, it was called Nariman House, was attacked, where a 2-year-old Israeli boy was orphaned. Several others were killed in that compound. Viewers, that happened on Indian soil. That was Israelophobia. Israel embassy in Delhi has been attacked twice after that, viewers. Once grievous circumstances and another close call. But today, the Israeli embassy is under siege again. It's a shameful thing that it is happening on our soil. On our soil, viewers, that gave refuge to Jews who fled the persecution from the Middle East a whole century ago. Today, viewers, they are being villainized on our soil. They are being called murderers. Look at this left brigade. Look at what they're doing. If you hear them, you would think that it's Israel that has gone and killed innocents and struck first blood in Gaza. You would forget that there are 200 Israelis even now held hostage and their parents don't know where they are. Yet, viewers, we have sympathizers of terror in this country. I don't know what's going on. Let's open this up. Dr. Ranganathan, these pictures are astounding. What do you make of them? What goes through your mind when you see these pictures?
I don't know what to say, Rahul. This is now becoming not just a protest, but a disease. Just today, or in fact yesterday, the sitting speaker of the Kerala Assembly has made a statement that he considers Hamas as not terrorists, but actually having a resistance movement against Israel. Resistance. 1,400 innocent Jews, men, women, children, butchered, some beheaded, infants beheaded, elderly, abducted, women raped, and he calls it a resistance movement. You know, you have a bunch of kids who are possibly high or something and walking on the streets saying that we are with Hamas, that's one thing. But this man is sitting on a constitutional post. I hope the governor of Kerala takes some action or at least takes cognizance of this fact. But the fact of the matter is, Rahul, that Hamas and the cushioning of its terror has gone on for too long, because I blame partly this government as well. The government has not demarcated what is Hamas and who are Palestinians. India, like Israel, has always voted for a two-state solution. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't a democratically elected republic like India or Israel want to stay side by side peacefully with a democratically elected another state, even though you may have some differences? But the fact of the matter is, as you yourself pointed out before, Palestinians democratically elected who? Hamas. And it is Hamas who has butchered. And if you're talking about the atrocities in Gaza, yes, innocents are being killed. Absolutely they are. But then, is it not true that Hamas, that wants to obliterate and wipe out Jews, has deliberately kept Gazans as human shields, has deliberately kept ammunition dumps beneath hospitals? Finally, is it not also true that Egypt and Jordan have closed their borders to not allow any Palestinian refugees to come to their land? Now you tell me, what is this so-called Muslim Brotherhood or Ummah that disallows or bans harried people who are escaping certain death to come to their country? Is that also acceptable for this brotherhood? I want to ask this simple question.
You know, viewers, I can't understand one thing. If this is about humanity and human lives, where were all these leftists, these great bleeding hearts, when Israel was attacked? I can understand, chalo, you have a grouse against the fact that Israel has hit back too hard, as if it doesn't have a right to defend itself. But chalo, okay, concede that. It doesn't have a right to defend itself. But where were you when little babies were burnt alive in their cradles? Did you not find the candles? What happened? Or could you just not find the resolve to stand up for humanity then because you are blinkered by your politics. And let me tell you, Dr. Ranganathan, you're absolutely right. There's just too much PC, political correctness. I refuse to make a distinction anymore between the larger Arab world and Hamas. Let me tell you, viewers, they suffer them. Have you seen anywhere in the Arab world a bunch of people coming out and saying, down with Hamas? Je suis Israel? No. You have to ask yourself, why? Why? That's the fundamental question. Yes. Yeah.
Finally, when you're talking of hypocrisy, it's not just limited to Hamas. What is even more troubling is that when you're talking about Muslims around the world, especially in India, standing up for Muslims who are persecuted around the world, why do they forget 1.5 million Uyghur Muslims in China? I want to really ask them this. They are in concentration camps. They are being forcibly sterilized. They are being fed pork and alcohol. But there's complete silence.
Complete silence. Because you have to begin to ask yourself, this is a political enterprise. This has got nothing to do with bleeding hearts in humanity. A bleeding heart doesn't bleed selectively, viewers. It doesn't distinguish between the color of blood. It pumps the same blood, all of it. Doesn't matter. I'll leave it at that. I'll let you think about that. Thanks, Dr. Ranganathan, for putting things plainly. I'll take a short break. Coming up, The Right Stand with Anand Narasimhan. Don't go away, viewers.